Hello everyone, welcome to Home Cooking with me Hema Subramanian. Dahi Vada is a wonderful chaat recipe which is very popular among Indian street foods. This is also called as Dahi Bhalla, and in this recipe we usually make vadas and then soak them in dahi, and then we top it off with tasty chutneys. All this involves a few steps, but don't worry about it. I'm going to show you the easiest way possible you can make this. So why wait, let's get started and check it out. For the Dahi Vada, I've taken 1 cup of urad dal and I've soaked it for 2 hours. So this is a 250 ml cup measurement I've taken. So you can see the dal is soaked beautifully, it's plumped up nicely. Strain the water. So I'm going to grind this in batches. I'm just going to put first half the quantity of the dal. To this I'm going to add 2 green chillies. So I'm just adding a few pieces of ginger and add a little bit of salt. Now I'm going to add some chilled water. Don't add too much water at a time, and grind it to a nice fine batter. So I'm just going to check the batter. So you can see it's ground very nicely. So it's better you touch it and see that if you have the right consistency. So I'm just going to grind it a little more. See, the batter is very nice and fluffy. Add the remaining urad dal and grind it to a nice smooth batter. So I'm not adding the green chilli and ginger, just add a little bit of salt and add a little bit of the chilled water and grind it into a nice smooth batter. Just transfer the batter to the bowl. I'm just going to mix it nicely. See how fluffy the batter is. I'm just adding a few chopped cashewnuts and raisins to the vada batter. Now this is entirely optional, but when you bite into it, it will taste really good. So now our vada batter is ready. Let's start making the vadas. So I've taken about 800 grams of fresh curd. So before we start making the vada, first prepare the curd mixture. So I'm just taking a little bit of salt, just about 1/4 teaspoon, add a little bit of water and whisk it nicely. Add about 1 to 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar, depending on the quantity of curd you've taken. So it's best to add powdered sugar, that way it will dissolve faster. You don't want to add the sugar granules. Pour enough oil to a kadai for deep frying. Once the oil is nice and hot, start taking a little bit of the batter and gently drop it into the hot oil. Just toss the vadas like this so you get a nice even color on all sides. You can see the vadas look so fluffy and so beautiful, and it's getting that lovely golden color to it. So fry the vadas till you get a lovely golden brown color. So you can see this lovely crunchy vadas, they are ready. Remove from the hot oil and keep it aside. I would love to enjoy these vadas as is, nice and hot. Drop the hot vadas into the water because the vada has to absorb all that moisture to soften up. Leave it there for about 3 to 4 minutes. So the vada has been soaking in water for about 5 minutes. You can see it's nicely softened up and it's absorbed all that moisture. After 5 minutes, take out the vadas one by one. So you can gently squeeze it between your palms like that. Just don't press it too hard. Now gently drop the vada into the prepared curd mixture. So just make sure the curd completely coats the vada because it has to soak in the curd mixture for at least 2 hours. So it absorbs all that lovely flavor and it softens up nicely when you eat it. After 2 hours, you can see the dahi vadas are soaked in the curd mixture so beautifully. They are so juicy. Before I serve, I'm going to add some chutneys and a few other ingredients for garnish. So I'm taking a few of these dahi vadas onto a plate. First, top it with some fresh coriander and mint chutney. Next, add the tamarind sauce, that is the imli sauce that we add for the chaats. Sprinkle a little bit of the Kashmiri chili powder and some chaat masala powder. Next, I'm sprinkling a little bit of the nylon save. You can also use kara bundi if you like. Add some fresh pomegranate seeds. And finally, garnish it with some fresh chopped coriander leaves. The Dahi Bhalla or the Dahi Vada, as we all know, it looks absolutely gorgeous. It's loaded with flavor and makes for a perfect snack or a nice chaat that you can enjoy anytime. I'll give you a couple of links to the other chaat recipes I've made earlier. Do check them out. And I will also give you the link for the coriander mint chutney and the imli chutney for the chaats. You can make these Dahi Vadas ahead of time, maybe a couple of hours or one day earlier, and you can just add the chutneys and garnish it just before serving. Now this is a good healthy snack, I'd say, because the vadas are made with urad dal, which is a good protein, and the curd itself is a boon for our guts. So do try this recipe sometime and let me know how it turned out for you guys in the comment section. So for more exciting and wonderful recipes, subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell icon to get your notifications. The second edition of our home cooking book is now available on our website 21frames.in. I'll give you the link in the description. You can go and check it out. The book is currently available only in India for now, so you can place your orders on 21frames.in.